Yadira Guzman is not a single mother of 3 boys, but ever since ICE detained her husband Claudio in April, she's been feeling like one, working 2 jobs.
They took a bunch of people, and that included my husband and my stepson.
Claudio was the breadwinner of the family. ICE arrested him at a work site in Utah and randomly transferred him to the Northwest ICE Processing Center in Tacoma. He now has a deportation order against him. All this too much for one of the 3 boys.
When I went to go check on Christian, he had a knife ready to cut himself.
And he said it was because his dad was gone?
Yeah, that is just too much for him.
To fight his deportation case, Claudio had to file an application that used to cost $130. But ever since President Trump signed the so-called Big Beautiful Bill into law, the feds are now charging $1,670, more than 10 times the original amount.
You know, I was disappointed.
Immigration attorney Olia Catala represents Yadira's husband. She's taking his case for a reduced fee.
That happens very often, especially in detention. A lot of attorneys are working for not very much, and because these people really truly need our help.
Catala says in the past, families like Yadira's could apply for a fee waiver, but the judges, at least in Tacoma, have been denying the waivers, saying, quote, the court does not have jurisdiction to grant fee waivers under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. But the so-called Big Beautiful Bill does not cite anything about judges denying these waivers.
It's as if it's, you know, due process for sale.
As for the Guzmans, they have a GoFundMe set up in the hopes of at least buying a chance for Claudio to stay.
Be strong, this is almost over, and we'll be back together again.
The immigration attorney we talked to says she's talked to other immigration attorneys who are working with immigration judges in different jurisdictions, and they are granting the fee waivers. We have reached out to the agency that oversees immigration judges to ask about why the Tacoma judges are not granting them, but we haven't heard back tonight. Greg?
You mentioned Claudio. How's his family planning to pay their legal fees?
Yeah, they really don't have any choice. They're turning to the community for help. They have a fundraiser going to help raise money for his legal fees. Greg?
Going to be a lot more of those stories. Sharon, thank you.